And I feel that's happened as I've tried to go closer in my relationship with him, digging in his word, spending time in that intimacy, because we have that avenue now because that veil's been torn. You see, what's happened is I feel like Isaiah. Here was this amazing prophet that he saw the Lord seated on the throne, and the train of his robe filled the temple with glory. And what was his response? Isaiah's response was this: woe is me, I'm a man of unclean lips. You know what I mean? And I feel like for me, the closer I get to the Lord, the more I realize his greatness and his holiness. And I go, woe is me, I'm a man of unclean lips. But here's the deal, here's the difference. I don't stand there and go, wow, I'm gross, sorry Lord, and I try to run and hide. I go, Lord, wait a second. You see this, and you love me that much? Oh my goodness, as Isaiah said, here I am, send me. And I'm saying, God, my response, here's the deal, guys, here's the deal. Because my response to that, when I understand his love like that he loves me in spite of myself, is God, I want to lay down my life for you. What do you want? What do you have? And here's the deal. We sit here and think about this. We sit here and we go, God, we surrender all, we give you everything. We lay down our lives. And I had to really stop and go, do I really mean that? Am I really surrendering all? And this is not a guilt trip at all. But I think our response to understanding God's love and his grace in our life isn't, oh God, I gotta earn your favor, so I gotta do everything I can. You can't do anything in your own strength anyway. So you don't go, what can I do to please you? Hey, nothing can separate us from the love of Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? And that's a great promise that we have to hold on to. We also have to realize too, as my heart has been breaking, I'm watching the nation and even my own heart, because we live in a very me society, very selfish, like God said what I want to do, come and bless me. Instead of God, what do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? And we don't like those things in this generation. We don't like challenges. And this is not to come down at all. No, my response is out of love. I'm like, man, Lord, I just want to serve you. But then I really have to ask myself, do I really understand the depth of that? And here's what I want to encourage you. This song is called Reckless. I have an album that came out. It's for $5. I want you guys to all get it because I want you to understand where I'm coming from and the heart behind it. People say, what does that mean? Well, here's the deal. It says that I'm going to go and do whatever God's calling me to do because I want to be obedient because I love him and he loves me so much. That's my response, no matter what the consequences may be. Now, here's an example. Paul. Amazing example. He was kind of a reckless character, you know what I mean? Here was a guy that was persecuted, he was beaten, he was shipwrecked, he was put in prison, he was stoned in Lystra, he was left for dead. And what happened? He pulled out of the city, got back up, went right in the city again and started preaching the gospel. You know why? This is why. Because he understood, for one, how much God loved him. He was doing it out of love, not because he had to earn God's favor, because he realized that, wait a second, God saved me and I persecuted his people. He was like, God, here I am. Whatever you have, I'm going to go. No matter what the circumstances may be, no matter what the consequences may be. So how could that guy do that? How could he be so surrendered when even bad things were happening? Well, Acts 20:24 says it. My life verse. He says, but none of these things move me. The things that are going on, the hardships, they don't move me. Nor do I count my life dear to myself, that I may finish this race with joy and the ministry set before me to testify of the gospel of grace of God. Here's what it is. He realized his life wasn't his own. He said, I consider my life worth nothing. Not, I'm worthless. No, he's saying, I've been crucified with Christ. I no longer live. It's Christ who lives in me. And I'm called to lay my life down as a living sacrifice. He said, hey, imitate me as I imitate Christ. And what did Christ say? You want to save your life? You got to lose your life. Pick up your cross daily and follow me. We want to see a nation changed. How do you do that? How do you be so surrendered and really give up that selfishness? Get on your knees. Spend time with Jesus, because the more you get to know him, the more you want to be reckless for him. The song's called Reckless.